on these stupid little clues like cupcakes and shoes. That to me says a lot. That says that he's at least on the table, and there's no reason for us to make any over the top statements until we know the way this is going to shape out. So take that for what you will. But I mean, as soon as I saw it, I mean, I read it and it was clear as day. And I can't lie, part of my heart sunk. And maybe I end up being wrong, but I am in that group of people that thinks that the ceiling, I'm intrigued by finding out what Andrew Wiggins can be. Here's what I was telling a friend of mine yesterday. I said, whatever he's going to be, I believe that his ceiling will be highest playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie and the squad that we're going to put together here with the Cavaliers. I mean, that's not saying that he can't be good somewhere else. I'm just saying whatever his ceiling is, the highest that he could be, I think it's reached here more than it would be somewhere else, especially in a situation that he would be going to with a completely stripped down Minnesota there, and him being pretty much all there is up there for the first couple of years, because as we see, when Love goes, they're also moving out Martin and Barea too. And that's the other thing too. Like I'm laughing at some of the trades that people want the Cavs to try. You not only want them to give away 3 or 4 number 1 draft picks, but we're also going to help Minnesota. Let's take on like $30 million of their terrible contracts too, you know? They're trying to pawn. They want the world. Like I'm telling you, Flip Saunders thinks, man, I'm going to get everybody's young assets and I'm going to get rid of you're the one that signed a $20 million contract with Kevin Martin, not any sane general manager. So, but he's trying to pawn his mistakes off on everybody else too, and somehow the Cavs are supposed to jump and do this, you know, like anyways. But read what you want into that. I truly believe that shows me that as of now, the Cavaliers' willingness and belief that it's very likely, and they didn't say anything with Harris either, and I know that that's somebody that I haven't heard of him being in any part of these trade talks at all, but again, you can't make a statement about one and not the other without it being obvious. If they had released that and it said, we like Joe Harris and we're glad that he's on our team, then it would have been kind of clear that they were leaving Andrew Wiggins out. So that was really the only way to handle that release yesterday. But I believe it now. This, to me, is an informal confirmation from the Cavs that Wiggins is definitely on the table. But again, and you'll probably hear this story explode over the weekend, but Kevin Love starting to put his finger a little bit on the scale and tip it towards Cleveland. And if he does, and I mean it, think about negotiations, just in regular life. Think about any kind of negotiation. If it becomes clear to these other teams, and that's it, those unnamed sources, that's all it has to do, and get it out there that I want to go to Cleveland, I'm only going to re-sign with Cleveland, and everybody else is just wasting their time, very quickly Golden State goes away, Chicago goes away, and the leverage goes away, and all of a sudden Andrew Wiggins comes off the table, and now we're talking about a completely different offer. That's the power that the superstar, or whatever, Kevin Love to that market is a superstar, so call him that there. That's the power. Vashawn in the chat room yesterday had a great point. He said, I would go Pat Riley if I was the Cavs, and I would say, if you want to be here and you want to play with LeBron, come here. Get here. Make it happen, because that's what happens. Either find a way to make the trade happen or come here in the summer. We'll find a way to make the numbers work. If you want to come here bad enough, you'll come here. And it's a good point, too. But anyways, that just wanted to update you on that with Andrew Wiggins, and right away, my alarm went off. I said, boom, he's in on this for now, for sure. We'll see. 30 days is ticking away. Hey, guys, we're going to take a break, come back. I want to talk some more Indians. Let's get back into Corey Kluber, Ryan Rayburn aside. Let's talk about what Corey Kluber did last night. I have got some great facts to show you guys and point out the rarefied air that Kluber Lang is hanging in right now, but it all added up to a disappointing, disheartening loss for the Indians last night in Kansas City. You got to bounce back. You can't put your head down now. You have got 3 more to go against the Royals. We're talking Kluber Lang, Corey Kluber, Indians, coming up next here on the Sports Fix.
When it comes to Cleveland sports, we go from
"You can't touch this"
to
"I can't watch this."
So listen to The Fix. It's easier on the eyes.
Hey guys, before we go to the break, I want to talk to you a little bit again about our good friends at Harry Buffalo North Olmsted. Of course, you know during Brown season, we're there each and every week. What a fun time it was last year. But not just that, so many more reasons for you to check out the Harry Buffalo today. The UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championships, some of the hottest fights in the world today. Each and every one of their huge events. Harry Buffalo is one of the few places in Northeast Ohio you can go there and watch each and every UFC fight at the Harry Buffalo. And let me tell you, I've been there. The people are out the door. They are to the rafters. It is one of the craziest environments for some UFC fights. Wing Mondays, they've got great deals on wings and drinks, and every day of the week there's a different special, a different deal. And don't forget the Bison Burger, the unbelievable. It is the combination of a fantastic burger and eating healthy combined into one unbelievable sandwich. You have got to get a Bison Burger while you're there. So whatever you're looking for, whatever day of the week, Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sundays, there's something for you at the Harry Buffalo North Olmsted, just outside Great Northern Mall. Check them out today. Harry Buffalo, join the herd.
Hey everybody, this is Jerry the King Lawler from WWE, and you're listening to the Sports Fix.
Indians fans, GV Art and Design has unleashed their new baseball collection. This summer, you've got to have one of the hottest baseball shirts available. Indians themes, GV Art has them covered from top to bottom. Chief Wahoo, keep the Chief, one of the hottest sellers going today. GV Artwork, knocking it out of the park, teaming up with Michael Brantley to create a custom Dr. Smooth t-shirt. Bringing back an old classic, GV Artwork, bringing out the wild thing. Give them the heater design. The Cleveland That I Glove collection continues to grow. New designs for women and so much more. GVArtwork.com, bringing it full force to the plate for baseball season this year. Whether you check them out online, GVArtwork.com, use the sales code FIX10, FIX10 to save 10% on your total purchase. Whether you go to their store in Lakewood, check them out at the Cleveland Indians team shops around Progressive Field, and so much more. GV Art and Design. It's not just a shirt, it's a statement.
The Sports Fix is on iHeartRadio. Download the free iHeart app today. Subscribe to the show and get your fix.
Whether it's an oil change or a new set of tires, Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck has you covered for your automotive car care needs. They're your neighborhood quick service experts. They also offer a low price tire guarantee. Choose from 13 brands, and if you find the same tires at a lower price within 30 days, Quick Lane at Valley Ford will refund the difference. They're open late Monday through Thursday until 9 p.m. and open early Saturday so you can check it off your to-do list and get on with your day. They also have a newly remodeled service lounge and additional service bay just for Quick Lane oil changes. Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck is located at 5715 Canal Road, right under the 480 bridge in Valley View, just down the road from Independence. 5715 Canal Road, right under the 480 bridge in Valley View, just down the road from Independence. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane. QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck. That's QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck.
You're listening to the Sports Fix.
Welcome back to the Sports Fix live here on the Sports Fix Radio Network. Ryan Raber wished he could find some higher ground after last night. And hey, to his credit, he faced up to what happened, and I definitely listen. I get the explanation. I'm still not happy that it happened, man. And it just was. Corey Kluber, he had, you saw the change of expression on his face. He went from nothing to nothing as he watched this thing unfold in front of him. In all fairness, Ryan Rayburn was trying to throw it to the cutoff man that wasn't there, but then he just held on. I don't know. He hit that zone where things just happen. But regardless, and hey, it turned out, which that would have been the Indians had to come back and tie the game, because that would have been the absolute worst way to lose a game like that, I think, in history of the season for sure, man. That would have been the most disappointing way to lose a game all season long. But they still lost. That's the thing, is that 14 innings, and the Indians still at the end fall short. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons you can look into offense. I mean, there's your problem right now as we get back into the show. J-Rock and the Sports Fix, and welcome in 216-539-7535, the number to call, 216-539-7535, Facebook.com/The Sports Fix. Tweet with us at The Sports Fix CLE. Email me, thesportsfix@AOL.com. And, you know, offensively, Lonnie Chisenhall, Michael Brantley, they've carried so much of the Indians' offense throughout the season that everybody eventually runs into some bad streaks, and they're hitting one now. I mean, and unfortunately, nobody else around. And we talked, goes right back to what Mike and I were talking about yesterday with the inconsistency. When some guys are going, other guys aren't, and it literally has rotated all season long. There's never been 2 months where they just overlapped to where 6 or 7 of those guys were going good at the same time. It's always 3 good, 4 bad. 3 good, 5 bad. I mean, that's the way it's been, and it's always been a different grouping every month. That's the most maddening thing about the offensive inconsistency, and, you know, there you go, and you see, and I told you guys, though, I saw some people, and it's funny, because, you know, some people don't know, they only know the Cleveland players, so I told you guys about Duffy. I said, this dude's as good as Kluber. I said, this is no name pitcher. He looks like he's 5-10. You'd think, oh man, okay. No, he's a hard luck 5-10 because that guy can pitch, as we saw last night. How long did you have matching perfect games for a minute? I mean, it was everybody up and everybody down for a minute. And Corey Kluber, he settled in, and I want to focus on that. I want to get off the offense for a minute. I want to get off Rayburn, and I want to talk about Corey Kluber and put into perspective some of the things that he did last night. I mean, first off, he is only in Indians history, 107 years, however long, he is only the 6th pitcher in Indians history to have 2 games where he went 10 Ks and no walks and complete game, 9 innings or whatever, and that's it. I mean, we're talking Sonny Sieberts, Ubaldo and Scott Kazmir last year, which I thought was interesting that both of them did it last year. And it was Greg Swindell, and there was one other. I believe it was Burt Blyleven was the other one there. And so, I mean, that'll put into perspective just in Indians history alone how many people do that. First Indians pitcher to take a perfect game into the 7th inning since Nagy did it back in 1991 when he was youngin' back in the day. First time an Indian went 6 1/3 towards a perfect game since Lenny Barker's perfect game, which, by the way, I saw this stat and I did not know that. The Indians have now got the 2nd longest active drought between perfect games, between no-hitters, not perfect games, between no-hitters. 33 years. The only team that's got a longer dry spell is San Diego. They have never thrown one in their 45-year history, but 33 years now for the Indians there. Corey Kluber, though, going to town. Look at Kansas City and what he's done this year against Kansas City. This is a team, Kansas City leads the league in the lowest strikeout ratio in baseball. And he's the only pitcher in the league to have a double-digit K game against the Royals. I mean, that'll show you something right there. That's a team that doesn't strike out. They lead the league in least strikeout as a whole lineup from 1 to 9. And Corey Kluber dominated them the way he did. Some of these other things, breaking balls. 0-16, the Royals last night, when the final pitch of the at-bat was a breaking ball. I mean, he was absolutely locked in last night. I mean, really, think about it. In the last 20 seasons, only 3 pitchers did what he did last night. It had a no decision. Matt Harvey for the Mets, Cliff Lee for the Rangers a few years ago, Mark Mulder back for the A's, and now Corey Kluber, 9 innings, no runs, 10 strikeouts, no walks. Just amazing. The thing, the level that you put him into. First Indians pitcher since Pedro Ramos in 1963 to get a 9-inning, 10 strikeout, no walk, no decision. I mean, I can go on and on with these statistics about Corey Kluber. Corey Kluber, of course, is my man, and he absolutely should have won that game last night. Check it out. Go into recent history. Forget going back into the archives and talking about old stats. How about this? In his last 4 games, Kluber strikes out 35 in 32 innings, only 4